This is Tony Poulos at Mobile World Congress in Barcelona. I'm here today with Rajeev Tankha, who is a Senior Director for the head of the BSS OSS Solutions business at Oracle. Rajeev, welcome. Big things happening in the BSS space in particular at the moment in most operators. They're all going through some form of transformation. But what is the biggest challenge that you see they're facing right now?
Well, the operators are looking to drive new revenue streams from their network investments, especially on the LTE. You probably have heard.
Yes.
Apps like WhatsApp has completely destroyed their business model. So now they're looking at their BSS and OSS solutions as to how do you expose the network capabilities directly in real time to clients, so they can start applying it for new business models and revenues coming out of that. So I think there's very exciting times for the BSS world in particular, because it's changing the paradigm of the traditional billing as what the operators know of.
And who do you think those clients will be? We hear a lot about the over-the-top players, which is a terrible term for them.
Yes.
But they could be our partners. Are they the ones we're aiming at in the industry?
No, I think it's every operator. So traditionally, if you see the world of convergence of charging and IT, the network and IT, the policy and charging, it has been happening for a little while. But I think it's being driven primarily by the end customer, where we are now called the hybrid consumers. We have multiple roles to play and multiple personas, business and consumers. So that's what are going to drive the requirements at the BSS layer, and then that percolates down into the network and the IT systems.
Are they adapting or adopting real-time convergent charging platforms now? They've been talking about it for a long time. Are they getting into it?
That's a very good question. So we've got to start thinking of it not as a technology problem, and that's one of the reasons where you'd find vendors, who have struggled to necessarily sell, policy and charging systems in the volumes they'd like to. The problem really is that what is the next generation of customer experience? And think of it this way, that it's going to be device-driven customer experience, where your ordering through service usage has to be all managed through the device in real time. And so that's where the opportunities are for the operators, and that's where the opportunities are for us as partners to the operators to give them the technologies which they can then expose to their clients.
Well, that will be a radical move, but that will mean exposing their systems to those devices. Are you working in that area at the moment?
You don't expose systems, you expose to them capabilities which they need for their capabilities. So the systems will obviously need to evolve to support that. And one of the first things we have to do is to move the paradigm shift. For example, how do you provide the ability to have catalogs not in the phone companies' business systems, but actually on your device, so you can build your own products and offers for your own use. That's a paradigm shift. And so therefore we have to give them the capability to expose those functions directly to their customers, whether they are business customers or individuals.
And I presume that will go hand in hand with some sort of cloud offering, because we'll need to do it that way?
That's right. So cloud is a mechanism of how you deliver that, and from a commercial perspective. But if you really look at where the usage is going to come along, is going to be at the end customer perspective. They don't really care whether the solution is being offered to them by their providers or cloud offerings or not. But yes, the operators are looking at cloud-based solutions, and I suspect the first ones to take on cloud-based offerings in this space will be your MVNOs who don't have their own infrastructure to worry about, and I think that can happen the first time.
Makes sense. Rajeev, thanks very much for spending time with me today. It's much appreciated.
My pleasure.
Thank you.